Welcome to the third of 3 videos on understanding the CTE LaunchBoard. This video will include an overview of the features in the third tab of the LaunchBoard, Additional Tracking. The LaunchBoard provides data to California community colleges and feeder K-12 school districts on the effectiveness of career technical education programs. Supported by the California Community Colleges Chancellor's Office and hosted by CalPass Plus, the LaunchBoard aggregates program-level data for the 112 community colleges in California. Let's talk about the Additional Tracking tool. This tool should only be used to track activities that happen outside of the classroom. For K-12 students, this might include taking a career skills workshop, completing a bridge program, participating in an internship, or attending an orientation and assessment program. For community colleges, the Additional Tracking tool is appropriate for offerings outside of the enrollment application process, like contract education. You can use the Additional Tracking tool to either have participants self-enroll or to bulk upload information about participants in discrete events. Information is gathered by creating discrete training or event records and gathering information about individual attendees at those events. Outcomes for these learners can be mapped and included in reports within the Common Metrics tab. Let's take a look at how to use the Additional Tracking tool on the LaunchBoard.
You can access the Additional Tracking tool either by selecting the link from the top navigation menu bar of the LaunchBoard or by clicking on the Additional Tracking box on the home page. When you mouse over the Additional Tracking box on the LaunchBoard homepage, you will see 3 choices: Additional Tracking tab, Create Event, and Manage Events. Let's start with the Additional Tracking tab. If this is your first time in the Additional Tracking portion of the LaunchBoard, you will see the following screen. This screen explains the Additional Tracking tool in more detail, including access to the tool, which is restricted based on users' roles within their colleges. If you intend to use the Additional Tracking tool, click on the Request Access button, which will take you to a login screen where you can indicate what level of access you need based on whether you will be creating events and uploading student records or just viewing information. If you already have access to the Additional Tracking tool, you will see the following screen. You can choose either Create Event or Manage Event. The first step will be to use the Create Event feature. The Additional Tracking tool is designed to capture data on specific common metrics related activities that occur outside of the classroom. There are 3 templates that you can use to track learning opportunities: K-12 activities, such as career fairs and bridge programs, community college activities like standalone soft skills training or internships, or contract education. To see which common metrics should be documented using the Additional Tracking tool, please reference the LaunchBoard Common Metrics Data Upload Overview document posted on the Resources page of the Doing What Matters LaunchBoard site. First, you will type a name for the event and choose the event start date and time. If you intend to have participants self-register for this event, you can add other information that will appear on a registration page, including the registration deadline, the duration of the event, contact information, location of the event, or in the case of contract education events, the company being served. You can also enter information that will help to connect information from this event to specific grants, colleges, and sectors. From the pull-down menu on the right, choose the matching sector for the event. In this example, I am choosing Information and Communication Technologies, Digital Media. Next, select the associated college or colleges for the event. After you have selected the first college, you may add additional colleges by clicking on the box and selecting another institution. Additionally, you can enter the grant number associated with the event. Now, choose the related momentum points. These momentum points match the ones on the Common Metrics tab of the LaunchBoard. You can choose more than one momentum point by first adding one momentum point and then clicking on the box again to select additional metrics. Here, I have chosen 2 momentum points for this event. Next, there are 3 custom fields. These can be used to store additional information for the event. These fields are optional. For this example, I chose 3 important data points that I want to track for the Career Exploration Workshop: career goal, college you hope to attend, and highest degree you hope to earn. Next are 2 fields that you may use to provide additional information on the registrant form. For comments, above the registrant form, I wrote, "Please be sure to bring your educational planning worksheet to the Technology Careers Fair." And for the FAQ section, I wrote, "Which companies will be at the Technology Careers Fair? Compaq, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Twitter, Apple, and Intel." Which colleges will be at the Technology Careers Fair? Orange Coast College, Coastline Community College, Golden West College, Fullerton Community College, CSU Fullerton. Let's now look at the event we just created by clicking Create Event at the bottom of the page. The event has now been created. You will receive an email from CalPass Plus regarding your event. Let's take a look. Now I have an email with a registration information link I can email out for registration. Let's click on the registration link and see what is included in the form. All of the information set up in the Create Event screen is now incorporated into the registration form, including the date, time, place, and duration of the event. Also included are the 3 custom fields we chose: career goal, college you hope to attend, and highest degree you hope to earn, and the comments and FAQs we developed. Let's fill out the form and submit the registration to see what the registrants will experience. You will note that the form is requiring participants to fill out information including their name, date of birth, and gender. These fields are used to match these participants against college records so that you can track whether participants in these training events enter formal academic programs. For contract education events, the form also asks participants to list their Social Security number. This field is not required, but if it is not filled out, these records cannot be matched to the Unemployment Insurance Wage Database to determine earnings outcomes. There are important notes at the bottom of the page regarding the information being collected, how the data will be used, and data protection policies. This information helps to ensure that you are respecting privacy regulations and laws in collecting and using this information. Once I click Submit My Registration, I get the following screen confirmation. As you can see, the confirmation page reiterates the way that personally identifiable information will be protected and used to support educational improvement, which is in compliance with both federal and state regulations. Participants will also receive an email with the event information and confirmation code. We have seen how to generate an event and send out the registration link. Now, let's look at the Manage Events button. The Manage Events button brings you to a list of events that have already been loaded into the additional tracking tool. These can easily be sorted by any column: event date, event name, or registration deadline. Once you locate the event that you would like to manage, you can edit or view the event. Let's first look at the View feature. Here you will get all of the event details. Now let's look at the Edit features. This should now look familiar. This is the same screen we used to set up the event. If any changes to the event need to be made, you can make these changes by simply typing on this screen or using the pull-down menus when provided. For this example, I will add an additional participating college, Golden West. There are 3 ways to record participants in the additional tracking tool. We saw previously that we can send a link via email to potential participants and they can enroll themselves. Another method of registering participants is to upload a participant file with the necessary fields in a spreadsheet. You can either download a spreadsheet template or upload a file at the bottom of the form as shown. If you choose to upload your own file of participants, it is important to use the file template from the link provided and to save the file as tab delimited or text format. In this example, I will download the file and open it with MS Excel. Here is the spreadsheet that I downloaded. You will notice that the fields match the fields in the self-registration link that you can send by email. Here is how you save a spreadsheet as a tab delimited file. Select Save As and select the tab delimited.txt option. If you collect data locally, rather than having learners self-enroll, you will need to have them fill out an informed consent release. This ensures that you have legal right to collect and use individual level information. Boilerplate text for this release form is available using the web link shown in the LaunchBoard Common Metrics Data Upload Overview. This text is the same language that is included in the Additional Tracking Tools self-registration form. This document also includes detailed information about privacy requirements for collecting information on individual learners. When you are managing an event, you can enter information about participants using multiple formats and at multiple points. For example, you can use the registration link, a spreadsheet, or a combination of both for any event. You can also upload participant lists at multiple points for an event. Don't worry about potential duplicate records. The additional tracking tool will merge these files so participants are only listed once. To view participants, click on the triangle to the left of the event date. You can edit individual participant records from this screen by clicking the Edit button next to the person's record. For example, you can correct the key information needed to make the data match or mark whether the participant attended the event. This screen can also be used to manually add new attendees by clicking on the Add New Attendee button. Let's review the 3 ways to add attendees. 1. Email a link to the event to potential participants so they can self-register. 2. Upload a spreadsheet with participant information. 3. Add new attendees in the Manage Events tab. Notice at the top of this screen that there is a button for Add New Event. You may add a new event from this screen instead of using the Create Event tab. Once an event is created and participants are added, the event data is incorporated into the LaunchBoard. The college or colleges you chose, as well as the related momentum points and program subjects, will be tracked and displayed for each cohort of participants by college, program, and academic year. Now that we have demonstrated the features of the additional tracking tool of the LaunchBoard, you can create and manage events. Remember, you will need to register for access to this tool in order to create events. This fall, additional videos will be available for the Program Snapshot and Common Metrics areas of the LaunchBoard. Furthermore, additional information, including detailed written instructions on using the additional tracking tool, can be found at www.doingwhatmatters.cccco.edu/launchboard.